For us to be able to determine problems, we have to be able to develop an issue that will solve the problem, okay? So if I get a whole lot of different case briefs in a contracts case that have an issue statement that says whether the defendant breached the contract, that's going to be the same issue for every contracts case. It's not going to solve the problem here. Whether the contract was enforceable, that's not going to solve the problem here. So that is what we have to do. We have to move ourselves into being able to develop a proper issue statement. Being able to problem solve is going to be that skill that is going to help us to be successful in law school. It's going to help us to be successful on the bar examination, and it's going to help us to be successful lawyers. Appellate court determined that the lower court did not use the proper analysis. Why? Yes, ma'am. Right. The lower court just left it at, it was good enough for the lower court. Somebody made a mistake. But to solve the problem here, you have to determine, is it a unilateral mistake or if it's a mutual mistake? That's really the crux of the problem, okay? And so when I start to determine that, then my rule is right here. So you start out broadly. The court says, the law is clear that absent fraud, duress, or a mutual mistake, that one having the capacity to understand a written document who reads it, signs it, or without reading it, or having read it to him, signs it, he's going to be bound by that. So the court says, okay, so let me go back here and see. What did I have? Did I have any fraud? Nope. I didn't have any duress. Nobody held him down and made him do it. And so the court says, well, in my mind, the thing that we need to determine is whether there is a mutual mistake or not. So this is where the issue begins to formulate around. Now, some of the case briefs that I got did not have an issue statement at all. This is just another class that deals with the skill of analysis. In your other classes, you brief cases, we're all teaching you subjects, using subjects to teach you analysis, okay? That is the most important thing that we need to be doing here. So I am hoping that if you're briefing cases in your other classes, you have to formulate an issue statement for each one of those.